สวัสดีค่ะ and welcome back to Adbra Insight here on GPN Station with me, Konkano Ushitpan. Let's take a look at this week's events in the Buddhist world. The Live and Dare meditation has summarized several scientific discoveries on benefits of meditation. Over 100 meditation studies were analyzed and categorized the findings into 76 benefits. These included the famous meditation research from Harvard Medical School, which demonstrates that meditation can develop a higher immunity in the system and resilience to stress, and the research from UCLA, which proves that mindfulness meditation may help treat HIV. The website also compiled the results and created a beautiful infographic, which categorized into emotional well-being, supermind, and healthier body. This article is available in German, French, Italian, Chinese, and Korean. Researchers had discovered images of 8 Buddha sons drawn on 2 columns of the local temple's Hondo main hall through infrared photography, which could date back more than 1,300 years. The paintings of the standing suns on the columns of Samuji Temple's main hall, which is designated a national treasure, can barely visible to the naked eye since the columns were blackened by soot. Among the researchers who made the discovery are Noriaki Ajima, a professor of art history at Hiroshima University, and Yukari Takama, a lecturer at Osaka Kyoku University, who also specializes in art history. They said on August 9 that there were traces showing that some work was done to the paintings around the Edo period, but the original paintings were likely drawn earlier. According to the 2 researchers, the paintings could date to the latter half of the 7th century during the Asuka period, since the suns resemble the Kudara Kannon statue, a national treasure created in the 7th century at the Horyuji Temple, a World Heritage Site in Nara. The 8 Buddha sons depicted in the drawings are said to offer salvation to people. The paintings of the sons were found on each column at the right and left sides of the Shumidan platform in the center of the main hall. Samuji Temple is known as one of the 3 major ancient temples in Goto area, which is located around the north-central part of the current Higashi-Omi Shiga Prefecture. The temple's main hall was thought to have been built at the beginning of the 13th century and was renovated to its current state during the mid-14th century. Parts of the paintings of the sons on the columns are visible, but no research on the drawings had been conducted for a long time, since there are too many Buddhist statues on the Shumidan platform to have space for placing equipment for taking photos of them. The research was conducted in June 2019, as some of the statues on the platform were moved out to be exhibited at Timeless Conversations 2020, Voices from Japanese Art of the Past and Present, which is currently being held at the National Art Center Tokyo and organized by the Asahi Shimbun and other organizations. Singer Tina Turner has written a guide to life using Buddhist principles to be published by HarperCollins. Harper Nonfiction Scoop UK and Commonwealth Rights, excluding Canada, from Alexis Hurley at Inkwell Management. Happiness Becomes You, a guide to changing your life for good, will be released on 1st December 2020 in hardback and audio. Co-written with author Tara Gold and singer Regula Curti, Turner will reveal the deep wisdom that underpins the long-standing practice of Buddhist principles, providing a guide to these timeless concepts to help readers find happiness in their own lives. Turner's 2018 autobiography, My Love Story or Century, was a Sunday Times bestseller and sold more than 109,000 hardback copies through Nelson TCM in the UK. The singer said, "In this very personal book, I focus on core themes of my life, hope, happiness, and faith. Even more to me than an inspirational philosophy that guides me, the wisdom of Buddhism actually saved my life. I will share the simple principles that brought me joy and fulfillment beyond my wildest dream, so readers can realize their dreams too. I'll connect my experiences with the wisdom that helped me make the impossible impossible and transform my life. each page offers my heartfelt guidance to you for living with joy. Because of this is my greatest wish, that you become truly happy. Amid an ongoing shortage of personal protective equipment or PPE for healthcare workers in Melbourne, capital of the Australian state of Victoria, the Buddhist charitable organization Sushi Australia has been at the forefront of efforts to ensure crucial PPE supplies continue to be available throughout the pandemic. Since 1st April, Sushi Australia has supplies in excess of 41,000 protective masks, 1,300 medical gowns, and some 400 face shields to 7 hospitals and 8 care facilities for the elderly in and around Australia's second most populous city. From Today News website cited Sushi volunteer Wayne Cockerell as saying that many healthcare workers had been emotionally overwhelmed to receive the urgently needed PPE supplies from Sushi. Doctors have reportedly been in touch with Sushi throughout the pandemic, seeking help and supplies when the government assistance has fallen short. The Buddhist Compassion Relief Sushi Foundation, Republic of China, better known as the Sushi Foundation, was founded in Taiwan in 1966 by the Buddhist nun and Dharma teacher Master Sheng Yan, with a focus on putting compassion into action. The Sushi Foundation is a UN-accredited NGO with some 10 million supporters and 432 offices worldwide across 51 countries. Sushi Foundation Australia has 6 offices and undertakes regular activities in the fields of humanitarian aid, medical care, education, and environmental sustainability. Months into the COVID-19 pandemic, Sushi Australia continues to source PPE donations internally from supporters around the world, as well as the general public. In response to the impact of the pandemic, Sushi Australia has also established an emergency relief fund to provide financial support for vulnerable individuals and families who are not eligible for government assistance. Sushi Australia has also extended the application period for the relief to 31st October 2020. Last month, the ancient Buddha statue, hundreds of years old, was stolen from Phomsilatan Temple, located in the northeastern part of Thailand. The story of how the ancient Buddha statue was spotted and discovered after it went missing is fascinating. It is believed that the statue was looted by the local antique dealers. 1 month later, it miraculously appeared at the temple's front door. On Thursday last week, the local villagers then hosted the grand elephant processions to celebrate the return of the ancient statue. The procession was led by 12 elephants, local governors, as well as hundreds of dancers and villagers. The temple also took a chance to perform rain-calling rituals in hopes of better farming yields and in response to this year's drought. Today at Brainset, we'll be showing you the special documentary of how the young men ordained to become a novice monks in Wat Ban Khun, Thailand. Let's take a look.
I never thought I would be the person to tell this story. The story of underprivileged boys turning their lives around. Boys becoming novice monks. This is a story of resilience, endurance, inspiration, and hope. For anyone going through a difficult time, I hope this story of the human spirit inspires you and rekindles light in your time of darkness. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and this too shall pass. With love, Long Pi Nick. While the rest of the world is still asleep, these young novices are awake, fully dressed, and ready for morning chanting. They make their last-minute adjustments and silently await the teaching monk. On cue, they begin morning chanting, followed by meditation. Immediately after meditation, the novice begins their morning chores. The chores are separated into 17 different activities that help maintain the temple and its grounds. Once assigned, they perform these chores for an entire year. This serves as a journey of learning and self-sufficiency for the novices. These are skills that inspire confidence, knowledge, and discipline, all valuable traits that will carry with them throughout their lives. All these skills prepare the young novices for greater opportunities beyond the monasteries, or within it, should they choose to remain of service there.
It can be said that the young novice monks are the seeds of the Lord Buddha. They are the future of our world to help and guide people to peace and happiness. The second part of this special documentary will be aired here on GBN channel next week. Let us end the brain side with the Lord Buddha's Dhamma quote. Alligators regulate the rivers, fleshers threaten the arrow shaft, carpenters shape the wood, the wise control themselves. Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so the wise are not affected by place or blame. On hearing the teachings, the wise become perfectly purified, like a lake, deep, clear, and still. It's time for us to say goodbye and make sure to check out all episodes of our Brainside News program on our website, gbnus.com. Thank you for joining us. See you again next week. สวัสดีค่ะ